It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take off Eddie P, 3 the hard ways.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Welcome back. Tank off Eddie P, 3 the hard way. Goddamn it! Once again, we are back this weekend. Before we get started, I got to put this disclaimer out there. Every man is responsible for whatever comes out of his mouth. That being said, whatever comes out of my mouth or the snake doctor's mouth do not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. Eddie Westside, Mr. Eddie P, Mr. 2020. After 8 o'clock, Mr. Turn Off the Lights. And you all know him and goddamn love him as Eddie motherfucking Coppola. Let's rock. Read the hard way, goddamn it.
What's up, brothers? How y'all feeling, man?
Yeah, amazing, man.
Made it through another week, you know.
Yeah, man.
Another crazy cycle, all that good stuff. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shit, what's at the top of your list, man? What? who catching it first?
Well, let me just say
go
this.
for it.
Since we talking fighting, I don't even know who this motherfucker is, but maybe our boxing analyst, Mr. 2020. Do you know who a cat by the name of Felix Verdejo is?
Felix Verdejo. Oh, I heard about him. He caught a case.
Yeah.
The
cat killed his baby mama because she said she was pregnant.
Like, was that Rae Carruth style? Remember who played for the NFL player who had put a hit out on his chick and then he got caught in the trunk of a car trying to get out of town?
Right.
Matter of fact, Rae Carruth, he's up for parole.
Already?
Yeah, he's up for, if he might even be out. But he shot, he had somebody shoot the baby mom and she died, but the baby lived and the baby has like mental challenges and he wants
custody.
Custody now.
Think about that shit.
He did that. He didn't want to pay child support.
So you killed that young man's mother. You permanently disabled him. Mm-hmm. And now you're trying to snatch him from the only person that cared for him, which I think it was his grandmother or his grandparents.
His grandmother. And then the kick was that the grandmother forgave the shooter because the shooter testified proudly in court, like, who paid you to put the hit out on him? He was like, him. He's sitting right there. Him. The dude is a stone cold killer. He's gangster as hell. If you ever get a chance to, look that up and check out old boy testifying, he, pretty much like, if I ever get out, I'm definitely going to kill him.
Wow.
Was part of his statement. Like, his he said that he was a coward. I was like, yeah, but you're the one who pulled the trigger.
Right. Like, just because you were the one, just because you took money and it wasn't, you didn't come up with the shit, motherfucker, you pulled the trigger. You could have changed your mind.
Right.
You just as wrong as he is.
You're going to kill a pregnant, because I guess they were going back and forth. Rae called her and she was talking all slick to him. And the dude was like, dude, you let your woman talk to you like that? Like just gassing him up and said, nah, if you could take care of this situation for me, man, I'll make it worth your while. And dude, was a gangster. Was like, I'll take the money. And he did the hit. They got caught and was like, yeah, if I go down, he go down too. Shit.
Now this was the same dude that did the hit was the same cat that said you're gonna let your woman talk to you like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Now let me ask you this question. Was it Ray's woman? Not that this matters. Let me put that out there. Right. Was it his woman or was it the side chick?
A little bit of both. Because he was off and on. You know what I mean? He just didn't want her to have it. And she was like, I don't care. I'm keeping the kid. And he was like, okay.
I mean, that's a rotten motherfucker through and through, man. Like you can't. That shit happened in what, like the early 90s?
Yeah.
Like 90, 91?
Yeah, because he was because the Carolina Panthers was an expansion team. And he was like, their franchise player at the time. So it was
had to be late 90s. Had to be late 90s because
late 90s.
What they came out in 96, right? Because that was the
Something
year
like, yeah.
Cleveland disappeared.
Yeah.
Man, look,
But this boxer, these cats, they gotta understand, man. You have to pay for that.
right, man. And you know what? This shit goes back to fatherhood, man. Meaning, you got so many of these cats that go out there. They make it big off of their talent, but ain't nobody telling them control your dick, man. Like, ain't nobody saying you can't have fun, but put a condom on, man. Like, look, man, you got motherfuckers out here trying to get a motherfucker to make $35,000 a year stuck with a baby. You put like 3, 4, 5 more zeros on that motherfucker. You a target,
Right.
So I mean, to do that sucker shit, man, it would have been better to just, hey, man, look, I don't want to be a daddy, don't marry, whatever, tell her, but don't murder the motherfucker. It puts us all, now, I ain't even gonna make that argument about it puts us all, fuck that, he did it. But, I just, it's funny that you brought that up because when I saw the story about Felix, young cat, man, the first thing my mind went to was Rae Carruth.
Yeah.
These cats don't have the mentality. It's like, dude, you rather go to prison and support a kid?
Think about that.
You're not gonna go broke. You're fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. You'll be fine. It's not that. I don't think it's the end of the world.
Right.
But you're making it that way. You taking pretty much your own life when you do something. When you do stuff like that, because you're done.
And the cat, he got released in 2018.
Yeah.
Was that Rae Carruth?
Rae Carruth.
Okay. All right.
He did his time.
I mean, that comes from a real fear of the child support system, man. I mean, the motherfucker, they have a long history of, making motherfuckers broke forever. It's not even fair, not even close to being fair. And it builds up a real fear in men that kind of want to play them streets. But God damn, man, what you gonna do? I mean, like you said, if a dude's making 35,000, they taking a fourth of that. They taking a third of that or something. You know what I mean? And you can't live off 35,000, and you damn sure can't live off 20. So the fear is real and genuine. Especially, you got a cat like Rae Carruth, and NFL players might play 2 seasons, on average.
That's it.
And that's it. That's before they get a pension. They get cut. They no longer have their health. They no longer have a free education. They're fucking twisting in the wind. So, when they go to child support and they taking a quarter of that $200 million contract, and you still got to kick that shit out when you ain't got a gig, it catches a lot of motherfuckers off guard, and the shit ain't cool. The shit it ain't fair at all. I'm not saying it's right.
No. And we definitely know you're not saying that. But you got to think about that. The system, they get the VIG. What's that shit the mobsters be talking about? Yeah. Give them the VIG. The system get the VIG. They get, you know what? They get that piece of that, man. And it's, you got a lot of brothers fighting that shit right now. Mm-hmm. But like you said, man, you got a lot of cats being put into the poorhouse. So my reason why I said is nobody telling them is like, these cats gotta understand, man, that they are targets.
Yeah.
What did Hove say about chicks used to call me ugly and wouldn't hug me? Now then I showed up in that dubbed out buggy. It's a lot of motherfuckers might not even be ugly, but like they say, it's funny how the money changed things, and you seeing otherwise good dudes, man, making irrational, illogical decisions, and then look where their life goes. Now this cat getting out, he trying to get his kid back. Come on, man, there's no way this guy's gonna win. And with Felix Verdejo, man, it's like you threw it away, man. What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
that's why.
Everything that you fought for is gonna be used for your trial. You're done.
Right. And instead of fighting for a belt, you're gonna be fighting for a tight asshole, because them motherfuckers gonna be trying to get you as soon as they hear what you did.
Yeah.
My thing is this: we talked about this on, and I'm gonna pull back because I hate to feel like I'm grandstanding, but we talked about this on the episode where, we were talking about them passing that legislation to where a woman could not have an abortion without the man's permission. And one thing I think we all said, or I said, is like, look, man, if we're gonna say it's my right, it's my body, then we need to let these gentlemen say, hey, man, is my work, is my money. If you want to keep a baby that I didn't want, then don't come after me. You will see a lot of this shit go out the window, man. You'll see a lot of this type of shit where these rich motherfuckers, where women be chasing after you. You see a lot of that shit go out the door, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's actually, I just saw an article a couple days ago about a case that might come to fruition about guys who date women with children. I think I sent that to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about you might be on the hook for child support because you signed on, to be that parental figure. And she might be able to go to court. It's this case that's just pending right now. And depending on how it goes, it will make, law saying that, if you shacking up with this young woman, and she got a couple kids and you took the kid here, you paid for that, he's under your roof, that's your responsibility.
There's going to be a lot of motherfuckers can't get a date coming soon. Coming soon.
I'm just saying, man, it's just, how the law is twisting, twisting up and down, man.
It wouldn't be so bad if the child courts weren't so one-sided, so lopsided in women's favor. No matter how fucked up this chick is, she gets possession of the kids. She get to tell you, you get fucking weekends. And they're able to use their children as a fucking weapon against you and your mentality. I got a homeboy going through the shit right now. I mean, like, he's losing his fucking scruples because his ex-wife will not let him see the kids. She done went and said that, he beat her up and all kinds of other shit. And that's all they need to hear. Not even any evidence. They just need to hear it. And then he can't see his fucking kids for 6 months.
Fellas,
fucked up.
You could be making $150,000 a year, and this bitch could be renting a room in a trap house, and they will not let you have custody of your kid.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, that is specific.
I'm just saying, man.
That's
sir.
True.
Yes, sir. That is literally
be renting. Man, look, bitch could be renting a room in a trap house.
Man,
you can live in the Hollywood Hills and they will not give you your fucking kid. And then when this kid grows up and he's fucked up and he's hurt because he didn't get to know his daddy, everything gonna be on the man.
See that Chris Rock stand up and he was talking about how divorce was the worst and he had to go to court and the judge asked him, like, do you have proper housing and bedding for your daughters? He was like, what have they been telling you? About me. Like, you do know who I am, right? Do I have proper housing and bedding for my children? And I can only imagine Pookie's face inside that courthouse. Like, what? Are you serious? Me, man. Really? Like, what did they tell you about me?
But see, they'll never ask her that shit. Never. They'll never come in and check. None of that. It's fucking her word against yours, and it's so fucking lopsided, man.
Crazy.
The funniest shit I heard when I was in Youngstown Fire Department Academy, man. They said, "Hey, man, it's part of training we gonna go through. We gonna do the sprinkler system. We gonna check that shit." Every motherfucker that was in the class, every motherfucker was like, man, look, I'm telling y'all right now, if the child support office catch on fire, that bitch burning to the ground. What the fuck? Because look, man, historically, man, you might have a chick. The fucked up thing is, it's women that work up in them places, man. You ain't never met this bitch. You ain't never laid with her. She act like she your goddamn woman going after you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's mandatory you be a feminist to work at the child support office.
Man.
Bro, they have people on payroll that will call a baby mama and tell them, hey, look, it's been 3 years. your ex might have had a increase in his salary. It's time to refile.
Refile.
Yeah.
Damn.
No matter what the fuck's going on, like,
Damn.
Here's the other killer too. Like if your ex is on, if your baby mama is on county welfare or whatever, your child support will go directly to welfare, and she will just get the welfare check. And then because welfare ain't enough, they'll hit you back up like, hey, I need money for diapers. Like, bitch, I already paid. You know what I mean? Like, you double dipping now. Like, like, what the fuck is this? Like,
you don't get to pass the plate around.
Yeah, like if you would have came to me, like, we could have settled all this shit. The kid would have been taken care of.
Right.
But
now
you wanted to throw a motherfucker in that system.
You know what?
Yeah, you want the check? There you go.
And it's funny that y'all say that. I knew brothers that was excellent dads. In the army, giving most of their money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Said, man, I warned my wife not to put me on that motherfucker, man. Bitch, put me on there. She gonna get this $250 that they say I got to pay.
Yeah,
for 4 kids.
Yeah,
and the cat was just like, he's like, man, I don't give a fuck. I tried to tell her I love my kids. I didn't mind giving them anything she needed. I was breaking myself. He said, White, you know me. I just stay in the motherfucking room. And he was right. He just staying there listening to music. She put him on that shit, and see, I think that's what a lot of that be. I don't even think for a lot of women it's about the money. I think once you get the cat, once you get paperwork put on this motherfucker, he always got to worry about paying that money, or he gonna lose what? His license,
his car,
he ain't gonna be able to motherfucking get a job. Don't risk prison time. It's a method of control, and it's some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit.
Yeah.
The most fucking yeah. No, I was just gonna say go ahead, 20.
No, I was gonna segue over to the whole divorce, the $1 billion divorce situation going on with the Gates.
Oh,
I mean,
come on, man.
Dude, 20-something years. What else do you need? I mean, you think you're gonna be able to find a day one after that long, and somebody who's gonna be in your corner? Do you not know who you are and what you bring to the table?
Hey man, maybe she can't stomach what he did behind this vaccine shit.
Well,
you really believe that shit?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. You got billions of dollars. He's already had a side chick for 20-some years. Y'all, probably not sleeping in the same bed.
Same house.
Understand the situation. At what point do you say, yeah, I want out? Now? After all, like Ed said, after all them fucking years, now you want out? Like, what's the deal with that?
She filed?
I don't know. But
once they got their people together, they made it seem like it was a joint. But that's a lot of money we talking about.
And it's no prenup.
Man. Yeah, no prenup. That's what I'm saying. Like, who you leaving him to go and deal with who? Because you're gonna have more money than your next boyfriend.
She better call Kevin Samuels, get some advice.
Wow. I don't think he in that bracket. You know what I mean? He's with the brothers and the sisters. But I don't think he's in the 6-figure hitters. I'm sorry, 7 figures.
Shit,
7 and up.
10 figures.
I'm sorry, man. I'm messing up my numbers. Damn it, get me right. That's why when I saw, I was like, why leave? You have everything you want within that. Again, I always state you messing with the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about appearances. I mean, that's what Hillary Clinton showed us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just keep
they don't have that kind of money. Yeah,
it's not like she's gonna get remarried.
Cuddy.
That's what I'm saying. What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna date? There's only some certain, a small group of people that you can even be around, let alone date with that kind of money.
She going to the projects. Gonna be some black motherfucker named Marcus.
Who
don't even know who she is.
Right.
He fucking in the tennis shoes and a hat. You going to find Mr. Marcus. Right. Hey, what if we find out that's where Jack Steve been at all these years?
Man. See? Okay. All right. I see where we going tonight.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I got you.
Da.
Yeah, man. It was just one of those that just blew my mind. Like, damn, what the fuck else do you need? You got everything.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're not free. You got everything. You know,
they can both live on different sides of the planet. You know,
dude,
like that.
They have the epitome of fuck you money. You know,
right.
Yeah.
Do whatever the fuck you want anytime.
And when they divorce, they both have fuck you money.
She gonna be able to afford a lot of cats. Goddammit.
Hey, you know. Yeah, I think she was paid to begin with.
Yeah. My thing is, him and Warren Buffett was so tight or whatever. Why didn't he follow his playbook? Because Warren had a side chick, and until his wife died, and she was cool with it.
Yeah.
The wife lived in San Fran. Him and the side chick stayed in Omaha.
It's cheaper to keep her.
But you know what? That's that shit that Kevin Samuels talks about is motherfuckers like that don't cheat, they exercise their options. And it's like, really, like where you've been at the heights of what life has to offer. Where in the fuck are you going?
Yeah, where are you going and who are you going with? Right.
Now, Cuddy, can you real quick enlighten us on this whole? You were saying Bill Gates and behind the vaccine or some shit.
Oh, I'm just, there's a lot of fuckery going on. We can't get into it because YouTube will just pull down this video. Easy, but yeah, just
okay.
Yeah, we'll wrap after the show.
Okay,
got you. All right. Segue again to this a new level of fuckery, modern day slavery. Black dude enslaved by his boss. Fucking restaurant, had him working all those years, 100 hours, no pay. I'm just like, man, I don't know if this dude had a family or what. You know what I mean? Somebody paying attention. I guess they said he started off at 12, just washing dishes. And, he worked under one owner and then they sold it to this asshole. And he's the one that put the hammer down on old buddy. And pretty much enslaved him. The guy was, mentally challenged, said that he was scared. He thought that dude was going to kill him. He feared for his life. And I think somebody, turned his ass in. Imagine you keep going to this restaurant and this dude got on damn near the same clothes. Every time you go in there or something, you know what I mean? Just something probably stuck out. It was wondering, like, dude, do you ever go home? Do you ever have a day off or something like that? Somebody, but I'm just glad it's over for him, and he got a settlement. I don't think old boy be able to afford to pay him, but he's doing some time behind that.
Yeah.
Where's the brother from?
Shit. What was that from?
Yeah, check your messages, man, because you sent that out a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is he American?
Yeah, they both American, man. Yeah, it's a trip, man, because
in Conway, South Carolina.
See, the only reason I ask that is because you hear these stories a lot of times with Arabs. They might have some woman from Ethiopia or Kenya that they get there and they just abuse and they take their passport.
Yep.
I want to say there's a video online of the Ethiopian young lady jumping out the window trying to get away from these motherfuckers because the Arab woman was treating her so fucking bad. But it's sad because you got the Kamala Harrises and the Tim Scotts of the world saying it ain't no racism in this country. This is not a racist country, And
they got to walk that tightrope. She's not gonna hit it out the park every time, but old boy in the Republican Party, dude, look around, read the room. Why, you always why you got to be the crash dummy,
right?
Every single time you're taking a hit when it comes to race, they send you out there. Where's our black guy? Oh,
right,
yeah, get up there and
speak to jive to him.
Right, yeah. Put this red shit all over your lips and
talk that jive.
Yeah, the killer,
your ass out there.
The killer thing is Kamala Harris. I mean, she's half Indian, half black. It affects her on both sides of her family. I mean, if you look at the Middle East, like you said, human trafficking deals mostly with third world nationals, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of them are Indian or Filipino, you know, or African.
Yep.
And they import these workers. Next thing you know, they're supposed to be like tending to the kids and washing dishes, but they're just fucking. You know, they hold their passports, and
Right.
you know, that's a wrap. You know, it's like indentured servitude forever.
How you think all that shit in Dubai got built?
Exactly.
Well, I saw that documentary on how many people died. They were busing people in.
Yeah.
You know, and it was, and they showed where they stayed. You know, they did the same thing with the Olympics over in Russia.
Look,
with old Vladdy. What
in
old Vladdy
China.
did over there. You know,
Remember what they did in China? Drove all them people off the motherfucking land just so they can build all of those Olympic facilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fucked up world, but you know, look, man. I would like to say I'm shocked, but I'm not. Going back to the story about the mentally challenged brother, you had like there was another young man, a young brother. He was mentally challenged, and like four white kids, man, got him, and I mean, they were doing. Let's just say they was doing shit with hangers and all kind of other shit to him, abusing him, man. And it's just, to me, you know, you question, you notice this boy has mental issues, and you question like, who's supervising this kid? You know what I'm saying? This is not the typical, hey man, let's educate your kid to watch out who he's around. He's got mental issues. Who's letting this kid out of his sight? Who let that young man out of his sight to be exploited like that, man? 100 hours a week?
Yeah, for so long. Just worked him to the bone, man.
Nobody said, hey man, have y'all seen Derek? Nobody said that shit?
That's what I'm thinking. Like nobody, no family?
Hey man, you know, it's probably his caregiver was his mom or his grandma, and you know, brother was was up there in age himself. You know,
yeah.
At a certain point, you know, how much supervision can you get from a grandparent when you're 40-something years old?
You absolutely right.
You're right.
You know,
once they leave the house, they gone. You know.
Yeah. I think he was living with his caregiver until the restaurant owner put him in some shitty ass apartment and like kept him enslaved. You know, because the story said he came home and you know they were like, "What happened to your check?" And the motherfucker didn't have an answer. They just kind of let it go.
Damn.
Man, you know, I'm gonna say my heart goes out to the brother, man, because you know, man. But you know, before you said he was mentally challenged, you know, I was about to say, what the fuck was wrong with him, man? Yeah. But excuse me, even then, man, for some people, fear is a motherfucker, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is paralyzing, and you know, I think sometimes, man, we don't take it to account, man. Everybody ain't like us, man. It's, you know, to stick up and defend ourselves, man. And I just hate that happened. I hate hearing shit like that, man. You know, I try to avoid hearing about shit like that, and that may be wrong on my part, but I'm sad that happened, man. I feel for that brother, man.
The bad thing is, it's not an isolated incident. This is
he
going
just
on.
Got caught.
Yeah,
you know, that's all.
It's going on big time everywhere. I mean, just look at some of these illegal immigrants that are working in these fields and things. I mean, when you short them on pay or you don't take them home, when you kidnap them, they have nowhere to go. They can't tell anybody. Right. You know, they're already there illegally. You know, so they're taking advantage of these people, hand over fist. You know, they're fucking them out of the lower the minimum wage that they're giving them. You know, if they short them a week, what they gonna do? Nothing.
Right.
But it's good for business. You know.
Yeah.
This country is built on slavery, man, and that's free labor is hard to give up.
Damn right. You damn right.
Have you gentlemen seen the second Blade Runner?
No, I never did catch that.
Okay, there was a scene, not giving it away, just something that was said, and it was interesting. Jared Leto, he played this one character who was developing his own clones, and he said that, you know, at some point in our existence, we've lost the stomach for slavery, and that's what built all this, that, and other. And I say that to say, no, the fuck, no. I mean, you just get it done under a different name. Like they use these prisoners and all that shit like that to fight these fucking fires. That's slave labor, man.
And keeping the minimum wage down. You saw what, I don't know if you guys paid attention this morning. The jobs numbers came out. And it was like 266,000, 100,000 added, but they were expecting over 1 million. They missed their fucking mark, and they were like scratching their heads, like we did all the calculations and everything else. I was like, yeah, y'all didn't account for people, using basic economics. Like I get paid more staying my ass at home than going back. The check's been cut.
Now, do you think this might force that $15 minimum wage?
I don't think it's going to go across the board, but it's going to light a fire up under these small businesses. Like these restaurants are the ones that's really getting taxed because you pay somebody $4 something an hour, and they say you make your rest on tips. You know what I mean? And now people are coming back. They're increasing the capacity of how many people you allowed inside your restaurant. More people, more foot traffic means you need more staff. They can't fill these jobs, So sure, they're gonna have to do something because now they calling their aunties, their cousins, their kids, their parents to come down and work the restaurant.
Anybody
now
they're gonna have to work for free.
Yeah, and now you're gonna have to figure out, how to work around that because a lot of folks they're getting comfortable with these checks and they're like, look, man, I would rather stay at home,
right?
Because I don't think it expires until September, so it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going to happen. I mean, everybody's talking about a huge crash, especially with the housing markets and renters and everything. Because it's got people
the end of May or June.
Yeah.
When is that?
Yeah.
When they have to start paying.
Yeah. You
got that on top of people staying home and.
Wait, where was that at? I'm sorry. They said that you can't. No, but they were that's where it's about to get fucked up. They are saying that they cannot prohibit landlords from evicting motherfuckers.
Well, not until the end of June.
Okay, because they was just talking about this shit, man. Somewhere they was like, yeah, we trying to fight this because they evicted motherfuckers. Like, you got to figure, man, you got to not standing on any side of this, man. You got a lot of pissed off landlords.
Dude, you got to think about it, man. That's their secondary income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's one lady who lives she had an apartment in Arizona, but was renting a house in Vegas. Her renter stopped paying rent. That was her income, whatever. Now she's homeless, but owns a home because she can't evict the people that's in her house. She lost her house, or she lost her apartment. She lost her job in Arizona. She lost her apartment, and she doesn't have any income, but she owns a home.
And they were showing, they were showing shit like that up here too. Motherfuckers would have duplexes, and like, look, hey man, this is the only. A lot of these are older people because some people were like, oh man, these landlords. Look, these motherfuckers ain't owning like these condos or these big ass goddamn. These motherfuckers might be renting out a room. They might be renting out a house.
They taking grandma and granddad's house that was left to them, and they was like, hell, I don't want it, but I could make a profit.
There you go.
But yet taxes and everything else. And there's a thing going around out here where people before they leave, they're fucking up these houses. I mean, they're really fucking them up before they get out of here. They know it's coming, and it's crazy, man. But you got folks who are, you got to think about it. If they stopped paying at the beginning of this, they had almost a year and a half of free rent. Just being able to stack that kind of money.
And Mr. Copeland, think about how many motherfuckers didn't get laid off. How many of these motherfuckers still working? That's just said. So you up in the motherfucker's house. and this motherfucker looking at you, they starving. Yeah, fuck you. I don't gotta pay it.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Some cold shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot minute before they can get any of these people out. I mean, just think of the backlog that the sheriff's department, who carries out evictions.
Oh my goodness!
You know, imagine
the constable. Yeah, the constable is going to be 24/7.
They couldn't do shit this past year because of COVID, and then all of a sudden you have an influx of evictions. They're going to be backlogged for the next 2 years, man. Easy. I mean, you're going to have companies going out of business waiting on their fucking mortgage payments because they're, you know, the money's all fucked up. And you remember a couple of years back, the last boom where they had that dude down in Texas where he was squatting in a house, trying to get squatters' rights on a house because it went into foreclosure and the bank that owned the house went out of business. So
Trophy
technically,
Club.
That was the black dude. Was that the black dude or whatever?
Yeah.
And the neighbors got mad or whatever because he had the utilities. He had everything turned on in that house. And
that was out in Trophy Club. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that shit coming back.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be funky. You know. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of, like I said, this housing, you know, boom. Everybody, you know, all gassed up because they're getting back out there a little bit. But it's like, dude, it's still fucked up out there. Calm down. You know, I know the weather getting right, and you know when the weather get right, people get, you know, they get, you know, some of that summer madness, and they want to get out there. But, you know, you got to be smart. The writing's on the wall. You saw, you know, the jobs numbers today and then this eviction memo that's coming down. Yeah, man, it's going to be funky.
It's strange times, man, because, you know, last time this happened, you know, damn near the whole economy crashed. The whole world economy crashed, you know. But now we have cryptocurrency. Everybody's, you know, throwing their money in something else that they can, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. You know, it's not tied to a central government. It's going to be fucking strange. I think that's the reason why, like, if you look at every cryptocurrency, like, they're all on the fucking rise. People are stashing cash away, you know, in some place that's safe. And now you got fucking accounts that really don't exist, you know, but that's safe money. Like, you have digital currency. That's the safe way to go now. It's fucking strange. It's
gonna be a domino effect. It's like either you're paying attention or, you know, you're gonna get left behind. You just watch, just pay attention. You'll see. Because like now, like the housing out here is ridiculous. You know, just a basic medium price house is like $350.
Whew.
Yeah.
Basic. You know, and they taking, you know, cash offers. You know, because there's no, you know, no bidding wars or whatever. It's like, yeah, we'll take that. Well, I'm sorry, there are bidding wars, but pretty much cash is king.
My brother-in-law, when they called us yesterday, we were out looking at model homes. He said, guess how much these motherfuckers is talking about? She said, what, 800,000? He said that's the smallest motherfucking house.
Yeah.
Everything else is like 9. The materials don't even cost that fucking much.
It's just a boom right now, man. It's actually a shortage right now.
Yeah.
Man, look, motherfuckers, you gonna see a lot more of them little van houses. Motherfuckers converting them little vans into houses and shit.
You got a lot of folks. They got a lot of folks that's moving, man. So,
man,
you know, California, you know, they people turned in their license plates and stuff, and they're on the move, man. I'm telling you, Texas and Florida.
Yeah, California's fucked.
California, look. Let me watch what I call them. There's so many fucking homeless people. I'll be correct. I'll be politically correct.
There you go.
This go around, I won't lose my fucking mind. But like across the street, we got a motherfucker who scream out Bible verses in the little park area. He just built a little cardboard village of dirt and leftover shit on the street. You drive on these motherfuckers is everywhere, and they won't do shit about them, man. They will not. Everything is expensive here. Like you said, motherfuckers is getting the fuck out of Dodge. All the techies is starting to, they like, I could work from home. Well, motherfucker, I could work from Idaho.
Yeah.
I could work for Google from North Dakota.
So what do you do with homeless people? You know, what do you just want them shuffled to another street? I mean, you
like,
can't.
I don't want to look at it when I'm taking out my garbage.
Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Well, yeah. I mean, because you had that judge that came out, the past couple years. I mean, he's been making rulings saying that the police can't go and fuck their shit up and then force them to scurry on to another place. Like, they have to provide housing for these people if they're going to try and make homelessness illegal.
Okay, so dig it. I agree with you. Let me just. Mr. Coppola, I'm so sorry. So many times I feel like I'm cutting you off. I don't want to grandstand because this is 3 the hard way, not one hard nigga. Listen, I'm a readjust something I said before. Cuddy, you absolutely right about that. They do need to provide housing. Okay, where the fuck else is it going to come from? I'm with you on that. And like I said before, here. And this is what I'm with. They built this I think it was either $3 to $5 million facility. They had psychiatrists, psychologists, all of that shit. Security, they had private security for them, lockers, brand new beds. It was a state-of-the-art facility. They moved these motherfuckers here. They had to shut it down because I don't even think it was like a quarter of the people stayed. These motherfuckers felt like, hey, man, y'all just trying to hide us away. Now, again, I said I wasn't going to be mean and calling it what it was. But these are not motherfuckers. It's just out of work. So me, yeah, I am. Shuffle these motherfuckers out of the way, man. Because, I mean, you can't get away from it anymore. You got a lot of these businesses are losing money. Like if you go to Berkeley, well, Berkeley's a little different. Berkeley, they're bleeding hard out there. Go to fucking Oakland. These motherfucking businesses right out in front, it's motherfuckers sleeping on the sidewalk. Or like I said, they had to come up with a whole new job for people to go up. I think it's with the Tenderloin. It's shit, piss, heroin needles all up and down the streets. These businesses don't know what they gonna do, man, because they losing money. Beautiful buildings, and you got these motherfuckers down there. It's not like, and it's not like these motherfuckers aren't dangerous. It's always some shit going down around these motherfuckers. My old lady working in Oakland took a video of it. This woman just walked up, pulled her panties down, leaned on this man's car, and took a shit. So what I'm saying is, if this was a motherfucker, let's just go. I swear for God, I saw the shit hit the ground. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like a military style squat shit, dig a hole. You know what I mean? That's what I saw. What I'm saying is this: if this was a situation where motherfuckers was legitimately out of work, because I'm not gonna call any names, because you brothers are right, and I'm wild, but I don't want my shit to reflect on y'all, whatever I say. But I'm going to say this. If this was a situation where people were just out of work, that would be one thing. But most regular, ordinary Joes, they got people they can go stay with. These are people who made alternative decisions with their lives. Okay? Now, and I'm excluding the people with mental shit, mental disabilities. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad thing, because you guys probably know the dates better than I do when they started closing down all of these mental facilities and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of motherfuckers that just said, fuck it.
They tapped out of the working force.
There you go. That's all that's all I'm saying. So shuffle these motherfuckers over to some warehouse district, man. Cause I'm saying piles of fucking trash shit. Man, no, And the main bleeding heart people be the motherfuckers that don't want them in their neighborhood. At least somebody like Old Painless is honest. These motherfuckers don't want. I'm not saying send them to somebody else's neighborhood. I'm saying you get a choice. You get your motherfucking ass over here. You come back by 10, 11 o'clock, or the gates is locked. Something like that.
You want to set up like how they did on The Wire. Like that.
There you go.
Open air market.
A homeless Hamsterdam.
That's what you want. Like, if you want that kind of action, you got a whole couple blocks. That's all it is.
Mr.
Open air
Coppola.
market.
Mr. Coppola, how successful was Hamsterdam? They just thought
it was too damn successful.
right.
That's what happened.
They thought it was unethical.
Right.
But goddamn it, it was successful.
Yeah, crime went down. Everything. It was
Right.
isolated right in this block right here.
Right.
This is, you do your thing.
Right. The shit on the streets will go down. Just take them away from the bay and all the water. Put them around some place where don't nobody want to. Put them over there where them rocks is at coming up from San Diego, from El Centro to San Diego, where all the motherfucking rocks is and ain't nobody at.
He said, put them
in the Badlands.
Right. Put them in the Badlands. Goddammit.
Oh my God. Okay, man. Let's move on. Shit. Damn. Just put them over there by the rocks. I don't want to see them. I don't want to smell them. Just keep them away from my shit.
Man.
Every time I go to, let me not say that. I was going to say, every time I go to Starbucks, I got to see.
Look at you, the bougie ass. Every
That's
time I
right.
go to get my frap,
Right.
I got to look at their asses.
My Vente iced peach lemonade. Goddamn.
You guys check out that situation in Florida with the mom and her daughter got caught trying to rig the homecoming. She her mom works for the school system, and she got into her mom's account and she started, making, false votes for herself using other people's names, and they traced it back because the IP address, like 200 people voted from this same IP address. So they jammed up her mama, and they talking about, this is a felony. Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking felony. Like, here's your diploma and here's your felony.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, homecoming, man. They do it online now. Little mama hacked into the system and tried to rig it. And they said her friends was friends, so-called friends, man. They all came. Like, yeah, she used to tell us about everybody else's grades because she was using her mom's account.
Wow.
Like she's been doing this all through, middle school, high school. It was like she was the one to go to. Changing grades and telling people's business and all kind of shit. It was like, yeah, she's been doing that. And again, these kids, they get jammed up by running their mouths.
They waited until she was of age.
Yeah.
She black?
Yeah. No. No.
Oh, she ain't gonna do no time.
No.
Nah, let's still make her homecoming queen.
Right.
Man, bet this bitch will be most likely to succeed in the yearbook.
Man.
She'll have a reality show after this, man. Yeah, she'll be on somebody's reality show. But yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's kind of fucked up, man. Like, what? Damn, really? Homecoming? Yeah. You risking a felony? Damn.
You picked the COVID year to do this bullshit.
Right.
It wasn't even a fucking dance.
Nobody's even I didn't even think about that. It's like, you're not even in school, are you? There isn't a dance. It's virtual. What the fuck?
Trying to get to the IG page of the school.
You wanted it that bad.
Apparently, man. And got mama jammed up. I'm sure she's done.
These motherfuckers
I think
don't
the mom helped her. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the mom knew, you know what I mean, that her account was being used.
That's like the bitch with Nike, whose son used her corporate credit card.
Yeah.
The bow, the exclusives and shit.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to that bitch.
No, she stepped down.
Right. He was selling to a lot of the other distributors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Using her Nike credit card.
Yep.
So now they changed this shit up. I think this is where it comes from. They changed this shit up to where instead of you being able to go in there and get it, because you couldn't get nothing, because this motherfucker was buying everything. Everybody was like, damn, I can't get one fucking thing. Now they got it to where it's a draw. Like you bid on the shit you want.
Okay.
They changed the whole system up for this motherfucker and nothing happened. Nothing happened. to the mother or him.
That's what it is.
All she had to say was, "I didn't know what he was doing."
You got the money, man. Think about it, man. You can make that go away. These little white collar crimes, man. They go away.
Right.
Like Trump fucking Tank just said about the girl, she's gonna get off. Oh, yeah. They're not gonna stick her with no damn felony and slap her on the wrist, give her some probation and some community service. But they made it seem like, she's headed, for the pokey. She's eligible for, now they're charging her as an adult. I guess it happened when she was 16 and now decided to bring charges. Now she's 18. It's like, damn, they sat on that bitch for a little bit. It was like, okay, we're going to spring this on you. Mm-hmm.
I think they probably like, dude, we just going to use this for the headlines because, it's a bunch of black people out there right now saying if this was a black person, that's what they do. I think that's what they like. Look, we gotta make it look good.
Somebody got to take one.
Right.
Somebody got to take one.
It's people, it's a bunch of motherfuckers out there. If this was a black woman, so we just going to put this out there, you're going to get a slap on the wrist,
Dudes.
3 hours community service.
Speaking of fucking privilege, that shit you sent me about the dude and his gun.
Oh, the traffic stop.
Yeah.
Over there by Cleveland somewhere. Ohio
Was
State
that by
Patrol. Cleveland? Yeah, it's Genoa or something.
Oh my God, that was the craziest shit. I couldn't stop watching it, man. I was at work like, oh, they're going to kill him. They're going to kill him. They're going to shoot the shit out of him. Nothing. Dude, like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look. Still don't know what happened. You send that dog in here, I'm going to shoot your dog. Hey, you shoot me, I'm going to shoot you. And I'm going to shoot that dog.
And the way that he made the officers change their tone.
Mm-hmm.
Please, man. Please, don't touch that gun. Please. Okay, look.
Fuck me up.
Put his gun down.
He was like, put your gun down. Put your gun down. Like, holster your weapon. It's like, are you kidding me?
That had been a nigga with a lit cigarette.
Dude. You blink. Blink again. Blink again.
Yeah. It's crazy. They yelled out gun and nobody fired a shot.
None. He touched the gun. Don't touch the gun. I'd have been the one cop there that shot that motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I kept flinching. Like, okay,
it's coming.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
Nothing.
Not yet.
He's driving away. Oh my.
Okay, somebody finna chase him. Did the video just cut off?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the story was that they caught up to him after a long chase.
Okay.
And finally convinced him to go to jail.
Convinced?
Hey, if you watch the video, like it was a straight negotiation.
Yeah, and dude was winning. Dude was winning the whole time, and that's when I was kind of like, dude, they're gonna pop him. And
just waiting for it. Man, my mouth is still on the floor. Like, what in the fuck did I just watch? I thought it was staged. I thought it was fake. So I searched the internet for it, and come to find out this shit happened back in December. That was a highway state patrol and a city cop from Genoa. What the fuck was that? But it was like, how?
That shit did look like some Patty Mayo shit.
Yeah, I thought Ashton Kutcher was going to jump out from somewhere, man.
Right.
I don't know, man. I never seen anything like that again. Like I said, man, he made a grown man, flinch multiple times watching that. Like I said, I'm at work, like looking at the screen, like, oh, yep, they gonna pop him right
here.
Did he grab it? Did he tell him to put his gun down?
Did he put his gun down?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like maybe like pretty much like maybe I was raising my voice. I'm wrong. I was raising my voice. Could you please just step out of the vehicle, sir? The whole demeanor on both of them just changed. Maybe I'm gonna take some of that bass out of my voice. I'm sorry.
This is unconstitutional. DoubleBlue. You DoubleBlue right now, bro.
He was like Bilal when Kid took all his shit and left him.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry, play. I'm sorry. All right, look, I know I was raising my voice. Play. Don't play. Play, don't play. Play. Come on, play. Come on. That's fucked up. That's and he drove off just like play.
Yeah.
Damn. What was he meaning when he said double blue? What the fuck was that meant? What did that mean?
From what I got
that?
off of Urban Dictionary, it was that it's cop on cop, which I don't think it was. And the other thing was that the cop was so excited that he had 2 blue veins coming out of his neck. I don't know. This shit sounded stupid. Either way,
wow,
it was an atrocity.
Big time.
Every motherfucker need to be reprimanded for not shooting.
They should have been fired.
That's the other thing. The chief released a statement. So on Facebook, that video came from the police department's Facebook page, and he was commending his officers for not shooting this motherfucker. Yeah. Fucking deep.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. What else we got?
See, it sucked the life out of you, man. When you hear this
punched
shit.
me in my fucking stomach, man.
Yeah.
We could switch gears, man. I don't give, 2 fucks, man. What was that shit you sent me about Caitlyn Jenner?
Hey, look, man. Let me be the one to say this shit.
I'm just trying to switch it up, man. Go for it.
These are not the views of Eddie P. Okay. These are my non-clinical psych evaluations of this nigga in a dress, because I don't believe he's trans. I think that motherfucker's like Klinger. For real.
Wow.
Just think about it. Like,
wow.
He talking about dating chicks.
I'm with you.
This motherfucker running around with long nails, a lace front, and a deep ass voice. Right. He's out of his goddamn mind. Like, he's against gay marriage. Like, he doesn't want trans chicks and whatever.
In sports.
In sports. Yeah, it's like, you just want to wear a dress. It's right. You just want to wear a dress, nigga. Just come out and say that. Just right. You're not a spokesman for the LGBTQ community. You just want to wear a goddamn dress.
And he also, if you pay attention to the video, he says the most hypocritical shit. He's like, I'm so for trans rights. But then when Hannity hit him with this, so what do you think about trans in sports? And I'm running because California. Hannity like, hey, wait a minute, motherfucker. Hold on. You ain't just going to skate past the shit like that. He doesn't want it. He feels like you should participate with the gender that you were born as. So if you was born a male, goddamn it, you can have all the wig and heels on. You won't. But you about to be on that track and field with them red bottoms with them dudes, goddamn it. Like this nothing he said in this interview makes any sense. He doesn't have any fucking policy. He went on to say, California is getting so bad. My neighbor who, I seen him the other day in his private airplane hangar, and he's talking about leaving California. We're like,
talking about the not the neighbor next door to his house, the neighbor fucking plane hangar.
His private plane hangar, motherfucking neighbor.
He's in that bubble, man. You got certain folks, man. They in this little bubble, and they only have X amount. That goes back to what I was saying about the gates. You only kick it with X amount of people. You know what I mean? Your circle is very, very small. You can't let just anybody in your circle. And just like with Caitlyn Jenner, she's worth about 100 mil, some shit like that.
Yeah, 100 mil.
Yeah,
100
you know
mil
what I mean.
Exactly.
So that's why she's up in the clouds like that, man. Everybody look like ants. You know that damn far
right.
up.
I can't even be mad at Caitlyn Jenner. You know what I mean? You know who I'm mad at? Ray J. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for him banging out fucking Kim Kardashian, we wouldn't give a fuck about any of these niggas.
Jenner would have been stuck. I mean, Bruce Jenner would have been stuck on the goddamn Wheaties box.
Not fuck Ray J, but nigga, this your fault.
It is his fault.
100%. 100%.
Niggas like the Thanos.
I just still don't get the phenom how they are more famous than he is.
Right.
I still don't get that how they put a spin on it that way. That's the G shit or the mama.
But yes, spin on it. I mean, you saw that tape. Yeah, Kim looked good back in the day. Back before all that plastic, it was a stone cold killer, man.
Yeah,
man. Look.
But more money, more assets.
Look, I'm gonna just say this, man. Going back to that nigga, Bruce, Caitlyn.
Man.
The funny shit that they once again, these are not the views and opinions of Mr. Coppola. But people were pointing out, like, dude, on this, he did his little promotional thing for him for running.
Yeah.
For running. And they were like, well, why is this motherfucker showing his accomplishments when he was a dude? They got him running in the Olympics shit in the video, and then it snaps to him, and they like, that's the main thing they asking. Like, wait a minute, why is all his Olympic shit in his video for running for governor of California? Because it flashes back. It doesn't happen just once. You see the Olympic shit, then you see the motherfucker being all sassy. Then you see him as Bruce again. It go back and forth between Caitlyn and Bruce.
They're gonna wonder if they're gonna go to jail. Like, who am I voting for?
Right.
Yeah. What?
Like,
right.
Who's on the bill? The guy that's running in the Olympics, or the chick that's playing with her nails?
If this shit go,
watch him win.
Nah, we need to look. No. Because everybody is confused as to what the fuck happened. Ain't nobody talking about that motherfucker over here. I'm telling you, you think that he's gonna win because of the clown show. These motherfuckers are they like over here. They ain't about that celebrity shit like you think. Schwarzenegger fucked it up. I told you this place. My old lady told me these motherfuckers didn't vote for Prop 8 here like that. Everybody, they was pissed here. Now. The other thing is this, you got to look at it again. You would think that they would back him like that. You ain't hearing nothing from that community coming out saying we back him because he's dissed these motherfuckers around every corner. He's dissed them on the gay marriage thing. Two main things, gay marriage and that transport shit. He keep dissing these motherfuckers. They looking at him like, motherfucker, you just playing dress up. You just having a tea party, nigga. That's what they looking at him like.
His campaign ad, you just broke it down for me. His campaign manager need to be fired twice for doing that. Like, did you not watch this final cut? You know what I'm saying? And see, like, it's two different people that's in this video.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Mr. Coppola, he fucking acknowledges that shit.
Oh, I couldn't, after the whole thing about the airplane, the hangar and all that stuff, I tuned out. I was like, I can't watch this shit.
I watched his campaign ad. I watched the campaign ad for the show. And my dude is like, yeah, back when I was an athlete, with that deepness, I was successful there, so now I'm going to be successful in this arena. And it is the most confusing shit. And that is the main thing that they're pointing out. Like, man, what the fuck is going on with him?
Early onset dementia.
Look, I'm gonna predict this here.
Hey man, that motherfucker done lost his mind.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna predict this shit because people done already, you know how you got the inside sources. I believe this, and I've been saying this. That motherfucker gonna take that dress off eventually. He gonna go back to being who he was, or she was. She gonna go back to being who he was.
I think she's here to stay.
You think?
I think so, man. He just gave one half of his life one side. Now we're going down the other side, and I think she's here to stay. So
I'm
either way, he's still making money, So it don't matter.
Oh, big time, big time. Look,
if he got the dress on or off, she has the dress on or off. It don't matter, man.
$100 million affords you the opportunity to live in romper room.
Yeah,
that motherfucker's in romper room.
The bubble part of the,
right
in that community where you could alternative facts.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where you could live. You could live there with that kind of money.
Right.
Where everybody who see you getting dressed, walking and talking and tell you, you the finest thing. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody's gonna be like, dude, would you please stop?
Yeah.
Just stop. You know what I mean?
Wearing mini skirts, I can see your hole, nigga.
I'm just saying that you got that kind of money, man. You got yes men and women.
Yeah.
You know, that tell you you could wear that, you could pull that off. Like, man, now you like 6'8". You know what I mean? In them damn heels. So and then fix your faces.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Was it they put him in what, the swimsuit issue? Was that what it was?
Who?
Man, when this motherfucker first started.
That happened?
Oh, yeah.
I thought they got the cover. I didn't know it was a swimsuit.
I could have swore it was a swimsuit issue, man.
I thought it was just a cover. I didn't know it was a you know what, man? I don't even want my Jello.
Right. I'm Jello at seeing them old ass balls.
I'm pretty sure this motherfucker was a Sports Illustrated fucking swimsuit edition.
Okay, man. I'm gonna take your word on that because I'll be damned if I research.
Oh, hell
yeah,
no.
I didn't fuck my eyes up now. I didn't fuck my eyes up.
Me too. Now.
See?
Hold on, I'll be back. Hold on, hold the fuck on.
This nigga got a fupa.
See? I told you I didn't want to see it. I wasn't gonna look it up, man. Don't you put that up. I don't want to see that, man.
Yeah, man.
See, I told you you had to go down that rabbit hole.
I did. I remember hearing.
You kept saying it. If you heard about it, you had to go find it.
Because I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. You know.
Okay.
You know, a lot of stuff just take these nighttime terrors and bring them to life. You know, it's so realistic.
Yeah. Night, Tank. Night. Your ass get.
Yeah.
Have that on the brain before you go to sleep this evening.
Some shit you just can't unsee.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I want to say the motherfucker posed for Playboy too, but maybe that was just a joke that I had in my mind.
Stop. Who?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know if it's true, man. It's just like I remember the swimsuit issue, but I remember rumors of Playboy, so I don't know if that ever came.
You finna fuck happen, man.
Come on, man. I mean, Playboy ain't even a magazine anymore. You know what I mean?
That's why
it might have been their last hurrah.
Yeah,
I was over it when you told me. I take your word on that when you say, "Hey, man, I kind of remembered the swimsuit issue," and it's like I'm glad you remember that because that has no place in my brain.
And right. I remember telling myself I'll never look at them motherfuckers again. You know, they can't just slip that shit in. Now you open the door for that.
You know, Mr. Coppola got his own Inception thing going on where thoughts get removed immediately. He was like, huh?
I said, man, I'll take your word on it, man. For real.
Man, take your word, fuck, man. I never heard of that.
No, you imagine
rehash that.
You imagine the balls on this motherfucker to sit there and say that, oh, yeah, I'm sick of seeing homeless people, you got a goddamn private plane. You bring this up like, hey man, what fucking sucks? Just before I get on my private plane, what fucking sucks is the homeless people that I got to step over to get to this motherfucker. Like,
and that was another thing that they pointed out. They was like the balls on this motherfucker. Like, how entitled do you have to be to shit on homeless people and then say, I don't know if saying private jet or fucking hangar is worse.
Yeah. Like, not only do I have my own plane, I built a house for that motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. It has a home and you don't.
Yeah.
Damn. My plane has a home and you don't.
That should be a t-shirt. That should be a fucking t-shirt. Man, what? Damn, that's cold. That is some gangster shit. Ooh, wee.
Unimaginable, man. I just
damn. Yeah, man. She said that. Yeah, like I said, and that's when I turned it off. I was like, I can't watch this, man. I can't watch it.
Man,
that's
that whole campaign had comedy, man.
And they said, what was the caption? Caitlyn Jenner's interview went completely wrong. Fox interview went completely wrong.
Even Hannity was like, man, I ain't even want to sit with this motherfucker. But I got to listen. Because he was like, there's never, being a Republican, they never even had a woman governor, and, being a, or trans in the Republican community. I'm like, oh, like you doing this in front of us. You probably take all this shit out the late front off and put on a 3-piece suit when you in front of them Republicans.
No, because they're like, they'll take him as is long as he got that checkbook.
They saying what they're saying. One of the main things that they're saying is he sounds real Trumpian.
He did. He sounds just like Trump.
That's what they keep saying. Damn. But I'm like, you ain't gonna be accepted by them motherfuckers.
We don't know. We don't know. Think about it, man. You think about the all the motherfuckers, the Lindsey Grahams, the Ted Cruz.
Oh, okay, all right.
You see what
That's
I'm
all
saying?
you had to say was Lindsey.
How they switch up.
Okay, I'm with you.
You see that.
All you had to say was Lindsey.
Because I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Are you talking about the closet of homosexuality in the Republican Party?
No,
because that's where my mind was going to.
You talking about Lady G? That's where my mind went to.
Yeah, no, I was going with the whole, switching up. Like, I can't stand him. He's the worst thing that ever happened. And then all of a sudden, boom. Hey, man, he's the greatest thing. He's the best president we ever had. The whole, like, when they were all running against each other, and he was taking those shots.
Yeah.
He went after your dad. He went after your wife looks.
It was a roast session.
And it was just like Trump went in on these cats. And I was like, dude, forget talking, man. I'm going after that damn whatever he got on his head. I'm going for the snatch. I'm going to fuck this dude up.
Right.
He keep talking about my wife, my dad, father, then helped kill JFK, all kind of shit. We don't move some furniture, man.
So 20. So Mr. Coppola, when they were doing the debates, you telling me all everybody would have heard in the background is, wait till they get to me. I'm finna roast this nigga.
Pretty much. They were like, why he keep creeping over there? Why he keep creeping over there?
That motherfucker would have
why did he be over there using his microphone?
Wasn't it Cruz? He told him his wife was ugly.
Yeah.
It was Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Killed him.
Yeah.
It was killing him.
Your bitch ugly.
Pretty much. Look at his wife and look at mine.
Your bitch ugly. Look at mine.
Pretty much.
Sitting there.
Yeah, man. He went in on these cats, man.
Damn.
Him, Marco Rubio, all of them. He went in on them all.
How about when McCain died? This motherfucker didn't even want to put the flag at half, whatever, to do the honors, the half mast. He was like, fuck McCain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and this cat's daughter.
Mind you, his statement was, my heroes don't get caught.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
captured. I'm sorry.
And this dude's daughter sit on goddamn The View and kisses that man ass after he said that about her daddy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. They will take, Caitlyn will morph into whatever she needs to be to get on.
Right.
Because just think, what if she gets the endorsement of the Orange Julius Caesar? I got that from Miss Joy Reid.
All I can see is this motherfucker, the Little Caesars, man, with that wig on. Oh, look. Hey, hey.
I like that one.
That was dope.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get nominated, man. Because I'm sure he's got half of the House Republicans sliding into his DMs.
Yeah, for some ass, not for his votes, motherfucker.
Yeah, but all you got to do is release those messages.
Man, Man.
You know how bad the motherfuckers like boy pussy. You know how bad it. You're like, they got a hankering.
A hankering.
They got a hankering. Yeah.
Hankering.
Dude, we said we was gonna go kart racing.
Got a hankering for dick.
I need to make a stop first.
Look, man. Look, the motherfucker. Y'all right. I don't think he's gonna get elected, but them Republicans some fucking freaks, man.
Dude, I've never seen folks who flip the script. You know,
Yeah.
so, you know, the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen
And the
in my
women.
life. And it's like they're still winning.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like they're getting stronger. You know, and they're talking about how Trump isn't going anywhere no time soon. You know, there's more people leaning. The party is leaning more towards his side now, more than ever, and that's what everybody's scared of. They're like, dude, they're not coming back. That party's not coming back. It's Trump. Trump got it.
So let me ask you, gentlemen, this: do you think that to counter that shit and combat it, that eventually the Democrats just gonna start leaning the same way themselves?
No, because they waffle too much, and they cave in.
Yep.
They cave in way too easy. They don't have that discipline, you know, like the Republicans do. When they say Mitch McConnell is giving predictions, you know, even before the election, they're like, yeah, we ain't doing shit he want to do. Even if he don't win, we ain't doing a damn thing. And he's speaking for everybody.
See, I don't even think it's caving, man. I really don't think they're caving. I think it's all a fucking show. I mean,
That's what I think.
realistically, they're all getting paid by the same rich motherfuckers. All right. So they're going to do the rich motherfuckers bidding. You know,
Facts.
as long as they make you think that you have a fucking choice, you know, that's all they're there for.
What changes dramatically? You know, everybody loved Obama. I didn't. But then Trump got in there, and everything that they hated that man for, and I ain't no motherfucking fan of his, but everybody was pointing out that Obama was doing the shit. The drone, the motherfucking drone strikes, the detentions for what illegal, undocumented immigrants, the detention centers and shit. What fucking changes? Biden got in there and just all his shit. He just broke every promise and all that kind of shit. What changes? So, you know, we think they weak, but it's like they never put up a fight for shit. Like how is it that the incoming president made all these promises and the next thing you know, Joe Manchin don't want that? Well, wait a minute. Who the fuck is Joe Manchin? How did he get more power than the sitting president? We know Mitch got it.
Yeah, man.
Mitch command with an iron fist. Like, nah, man. No, we not. We ain't doing shit. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. You notice he ain't never wanted to run for president because he know where the power is. You know?
Cancer kills the wrong people.
Right. This motherfucker's living forever.
Yeah, man. He said he's running it just the way he's supposed to run it, man. Like I said, I give not anything, man. He is fucking disciplined. He knows how to crack that damn whip. You know, talk about getting people in line.
And they all fall.
The Dems need a fucking Mitch McConnell to whip everybody in shape. Like, I don't even want to hear about any of that bullshit. This is how it's going. And this is our format for the next 2 years until the next election cycle. You know,
we're not doing it.
Yeah, what you call it? Mitch been playing chess for years. Democrats been playing fucking Connect 4. Pretty much, man.
And losing at that shit.
I think it's all a show, man. It's all a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you look at their contributions to their campaigns, they're all from the same people.
Yep.
You know,
mind you, the last president, man, he you know, played both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you know, the people don't want to, you know, remember that he was, you know, a Democrat.
I knew what time it was. Yeah, there you go. Because he was the one that said, you talk about Trump, right? When he said, if I was to run, I would run Republican because they stupid and to listen. And these motherfuckers just put that shit out of their head that he said this shit. Everybody heard it. You know, Same thing when Obama ran. All his contributors was the same motherfuckers who contributed to Bush. It's like this is one big fucking game, man. It's literally the hidden hand.
Hey, was Trump the first president that they didn't find genealogy where he was related to any other previous presidents? I didn't hear that talk. I heard it with Obama. I heard it with Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, you heard Bush, but yeah.
We need to talk to Jay Drews about that.
Yeah, we need to hit up Jay Drews.
Drews probably call in like, listen, I'm gonna take it back to 1865.
I'm telling you, brother, I know this.
Listen. Okay, so the Trumps are German. These ones, that white that Obama had is Celtic. No, I'm just shit.
How do you?
What up, Drews? If you're listening, homie, what's up?
All right,
Shout out to Jay Drews.
What's up with the predictions for tomorrow's fight? Anybody?
I have no clue.
You don't know who? Okay.
Who the fuck is Saunders?
The next victim.
Right. So Canelo.
That's all.
Canelo.
Put that out there. Canelo is
Them
like
Cowboys.
he's the guy. He is the guy. So
yeah,
he's gonna put the smack down on the old buddy. But yeah, man, my boy, my coworker sent me that thing about his brother getting kidnapped. I was like, what?
Jeez.
He was like, yeah, man, before the fight or whatever. I don't know if it's like the cartel or some shit. And got they, like, hey man, we'll, do something if you don't throw the fight. Holding his brother, ransom.
Oh, Saunders?
His brother back?
I think so. Yeah, I was leaving work when he sent that to me, so I didn't get a chance to really peep the whole deal. I just saw something about the cartel.
Sanders? The dude Sanders? They kidnapped his brother?
No, Canelo.
They kidnapped? Oh, shit.
Yeah, like in 2018 or whatever. He did a sit down and he was explaining the situation. Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy. Like, we thought Don King was gangster. These motherfuckers like, yeah, you won't see, your little homie ever if you don't comply.
Imagine, boxing got such a sordid history, man. Imagine how many fucking fighters heard that. No, fuck that. Imagine how many potentially great fighters, great world champions heard, better take the fall. Or we gonna stop by your kids' elementary school.
Yeah.
One cat had a theory about Rocky Marciano. I ain't even gonna say his name, but he was like, man, they always try, he kind of was having that same conversation that they was having in My T Sharp. Where they said every time motherfucker bring up Muhammad Ali, they got to throw a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out his ass. And he was going on to say that's day one. He said they all, but he said he was Italian. How we know the mob wasn't having motherfuckers take the fall for that dude?
Hey man, like I said, it's crazy how you said My T Sharp and also how they did it in Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
It's been,
yeah.
How they got out of Dodge, man. Damn dudes, like, we're gonna put all our money on so and so, and
right.
He's gonna take a dive. We better put our money in.
Yeah. I mean, boxing's been shady forever. That Phantom Punch.
Oh, yeah. You talk about the Muhammad Ali fight, right?
Yeah, that was that Sonny Liston fight, right?
Sonny Liston, yeah.
He threw a huge punch, but from the overhead camera, you could tell that motherfucker never connected.
And he just went down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the infamous one where, Ali standing over him, like, get up.
That was listening?
I want to say it was Liston.
Phantom. I've never heard about this fucking. Damn. Y'all introducing the brother to all kinds. I mean, but you know what? I wouldn't be shocked. It came right the fuck up. I wouldn't be shocked, man. There was a show called Lights Out. It only went one season, and it talked about all this shit. It talked about, it was this boxer, this older white boxer called Lights Out, and he was a bad motherfucker. And he still had, but it talked about all this shit, throwing the fights, the family, what happens with management. And all that. I believe it, man. I wouldn't, but too much money made on a motherfucker, throwing a fight. Look at all these. They say motherfuckers had motherfuckers throw the World Series and the NBA and all that shit, man.
Oh, yeah,
so
the fix been in.
Right.
The fix has definitely been in for a long time. Point shaving, everything. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Anything you could bet on could be manipulated. So,
right on.
Well, something should give it away in boxing when you got 35 fucking heavyweight titles.
Take some of that, all that shit away. Should be like 5.
Right. How you the best in the world and there's 34 other best in the world?
Right. You got to go for a unification. Like, God dang.
And see, it's like that because, the Bud Crawfords of the world and the Errol Spences, these motherfuckers don't really want to fight them cats who won all them belts, man. Mm-hmm. That Bud like a Mortal Kombat fighter. He'd go up the tower and take everybody ass out.
He said, man, put me in a phone booth. We could get it on because it's one of those, man, his promotion, I wish he would just leave Bob Arum and just go for self like Floyd and them did, man, because he's been off for well over a year. Damn, I think probably maybe fucking 2. And it's like, man, that's your only enemy at this time right now. Your only competition is just time right now, man. You got to stay active a little bit.
Right.
And he can't take no little, punk ass fights no more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everything, it has to be done right. But you got the, Bob Arum and them, they got to make sure that they slice is the biggest,
right. Now,
before they even get a check.
No, they're still trying to make that Porter Bud fight, right?
Seriously?
I think they are.
Oh,
I want to say I just saw something about it.
Oh God. I love Mr. Porter, man, but yeah, man.
It'd be a good one, but Bud, from what the shit I seen, the shit.
I don't know. Oh man, nobody go harder for Mr. Sean Porter than I do, but that I don't want to see that. I just don't, man.
They talking about it could be headed for spring 2021, and I guess Shakur Stevens and Warren Porter like, nah, dog, don't do it. Bud hurt you.
Seriously, man. Seriously,
he fucked Kell Brooks up, man. That 4th round knockout, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was trying to tell folks, man. You
throw the towel. Throw the towel.
I was trying to tell folks about this dude, man. He is nothing nice.
That motherfucker demon, man.
I mean, he's the only boxer I know that can knock you out with both hands. Don't be like, I stay away from his jab. No. You got to stay away from both of them fucking hands. Yeah. He will hit you lights out the same velocity with both hands. Never have I seen a boxer that can do that consistently.
Ain't nothing worse than an ambidextrous ass whooping. Shit.
That's what it is.
And let them be good with the motherfuckers too.
Dude, just think about how's your training camp gonna go? Like, dude, let me feel it on the left. Let me feel it on the
right.
You can't give me nothing on the right. Like, motherfucker, I'm left-handed. I can only give you everything with my left. Right. I can't, try to, sting you with my right to the fullest.
On Monday, I'm gonna spar with the lefties, and on Tuesday, that's when we're gonna bring all the.
It don't look like that because when you're fighting somebody who could switch from orthodox to southpaw, the footwork changes too. Right. You're standing different, so you know what I mean. You training one way, and then all of a sudden he switches up on you.
Right. Right.
It's crazy. And if you like actually paying attention to what he's doing in the ring, it will blow your fucking mind because you're like, oh shit, he just switched up.
Yeah.
Now he's about to. I was like, dude, are you flexing for the camera? Like, okay, last 2 fights, I think I knocked him out with my left. I think I knocked him out with my right. The other one. Okay, now I got to go back to my left.
Damn.
To knock his ass out. Just to get the fans something different. It's fucking crazy. And they come out of nowhere. Because he's not a fast, flashy fighter or anything. It's like tap, tap, tap. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's it.
And that's what happened with Kell Brook. I'm like, Kell, give me, oh shit. Oh, there it is.
Just like that. Lights out.
Like with Gamble, I'm like, oh, he dropped the 2 knee. Okay, they about to go to, oh shit, never mind.
That's it.
That's it. I didn't even get to finish my popcorn, but okay. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And people talk bad about him because he always wants to fight like at home, and he's from Omaha. Nobody coming to fucking Omaha.
Yeah.
But he said, he's like, I'm willing to travel. I'll fight anywhere. It don't matter now. Once he started getting those big checks, I was like, dude, you had to leave Omaha.
Was he doing in like Indian casinos or something?
The university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I said, him and Warren Buffett are cool. The Oracle, him and the Oracle is cool. They know each other. He always Warren actually has to come to the fights when they're in not necessarily just in Omaha, but most of his fights. He's a big fan. He support the local Midwest kid, and
that's good.
See, I don't want him to age out before he can get those big checks.
And that's what's happening. That's what I'm saying. Him fighting Sean Porter, that's not going to be a big payday.
No,
that's not going to be a big payday.
No. That Spence fight got to happen.
That's it. That's the fight.
Yeah, and he got to they got to be able to get the numbers right on that one, man.
Yeah,
because that's the only one that's the only one people want to see. Because when you bring up any other fighter, they know he's gonna whip their ass.
And nobody's gonna pay for that. That's not gonna make that's not gonna make the pay-per-view numbers. Like
they're not gonna pay to see him fight Danny Garcia.
Mm.
They're not gonna pay to see him fight. What's my man name? Keith Thurman.
Is he still fighting?
Keith Thurman want to get a piece of Errol Spence, and everybody is like, God. Shut the fuck up. You sat up there, you dodged that man when you didn't want to give him a shot. You kept saying he needs some good fights, and he was trying to get you. Now that the tables have turned, you're trying to get that belt from that man because you saw he flipped in that car. He was in the car to flip 16 times. You know what I'm saying? It had a really bad.
He'd have made a Lamborghini do a cartwheel. Yeah.
Right.
Billy Ray Valentine on his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He did a Billy Ray Valentine. I was just in the Lamborghini flip 16 times. Motherfucker blew up my Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So hey, real quick though, man. I know we touched a little bit on the brother last week, but now we got it since we talking about bouts. Apparently, Dr. Umar and Kevin Samuels are they got a little debate thing coming up.
Is it happening?
Umar talking about some shit like Father's Day or something like that, but they got some shit to hash out. Some woman called up on she called Kevin Samuels up, and I'll send you guys a video. And she said, why don't you talk to us like Umar? He says, see, that's the shit I'm always talking about.
He always say that. When he said that, I know he about to go in.
Right. He said, this is what the second. He said like, this is what the second woman that's called in talking about. Talk to us like Umar. He said, big pop in the house. He said, Prince of Praying Africanism. He said, cocoa butter and sea moss gold and all that bullshit. He said, I ain't got nothing against the brother, but we talking about a brother who ain't built brick one of a school in 10 years. Umar, somebody sent him the video. Umar like, oh, he said, I've been hearing about, these YouTubian
Beta
relationship, right? Beta male relationship counselors, and I disagree with it. Once again, I disagree with it, and but I don't blame them. What would I don't understand why the black woman would subject herself to such criticism. I don't know why the black woman is so thirsty that she would subject herself to that criticism. Once again, I don't know why the black, and it's like, so what he sparked is everybody's on his ass. They like Umar, you don't do this with your child. Umar, you don't do that. What's up with the school? One brother, Oseidu Jackson, came out and blasted the cat like, you are everything that these women talk about.
Damn.
Your child support pandering. They say all you do is you pander, you call them queens, you specifically target single mothers, and it's like the shit is getting ugly. And I brought it up. It is funny, but more important, there's this thing with they're saying the black power community on YouTube and the manosphere. And the manosphere are these gentlemen. It's like, hey man, they're pointing out these things about women, like, hey man, the obesity rate, the lack of respect, and things like that, legitimate things. For me, I think it's all a shit show, because the last thing the world needs to see is brothers going at it over dumb shit. Mm-hmm. One thing I enjoy about this show is that we can all get on here and talk our shit, talk intellectually, agree to disagree, and show people what men do. And we ain't finna go back and forth with motherfuckers on the internet. But now these two brothers are going at it. Again, Dr. Umar is brilliant as far as the kids go. And as far as Kevin Samuels, we got a brother out here telling the truth and giving these motherfuckers a bitter dose. Because his whole thing ain't like to tell these women how to get a high value man. His thing is like, what's wrong with the average brother, man? You passing up on good brothers because you overvalue yourself and you think that you should get some mythological motherfucker that's out of your reach. Women go in on the brothers all the time on these social media sites, especially YouTube. 5 reasons I hate a black man. Swirling. How to divest from the black community. Save that black girl attitude for the black men. And it's like, when you get the brothers out here, it's like you question the man's sexuality, and all of us, right? And all of a sudden,
he's not taking the bait on,
there you go.
On you.
There you go.
He gotta be gay. He don't want me. He don't want all of this.
Because
gotta be gay.
Right. Because he ain't the average motherfucker out here talking about all women are beautiful. You get Umar is like, he got a history of, again, motherfucker is brilliant when it comes to black boys, and I appreciate that shit. But when you, at the same time, when you using that shit to target them for some pussy, because that's all you doing, queen, goddesses, queen, and that's what Samuels was saying. Like, man, you what's all, you guys want motherfuckers to call y'all queens and goddesses, and that's not real life, so
right.
I just hate that these brothers are going at it. I think that they, in their own lanes, especially Kevin Samuels, I think they're brilliant. And I think Umar is brilliant before he start cranking that. He start going left to center. We'll say that. So
it's like sometimes his
ringing phones and shit.
His inside voice starts to dictate everything else. Like, dude, you're using the wrong voice.
Yeah.
Like you showed me that thing with him with the Philly hat on going in, doing his broad street bully imitation. Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, what is that, man? You was just on there talking about helping kids, and now you this fucking this OG, triple OG, fuck.
You's a nut, nigga. You's a nut. King Kong consciousness. Albino, I'll whoop your little ass. You look like that too, nigga. And then
it's like, I'm not sending my
No, I got this. No,
ring,
I got
ring.
Right. And somebody in the comments was like, hey man, you forgot to mention that shit.
That ring.
I'm like, yeah. It's I just hate that. I hate for black men to look like cartoon characters, man.
Did it to himself.
Damn man.
Hey,
What's the old saying, man?
No help.
A fish died by his own mouth.
there you go, man. It's one thing to do what we do, where our mission statement says it all, where we talk about comedy and other serious shit, and a lot of it ain't to be taken serious. We having fun, and I look forward to this all day. But this shit, man, is like, my dude. Once I get the gym renovated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let black women have their circles. I'm going to let black women have their women's group circles in here at the Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass Academy. I'm like, man, over here, we're going to use this building after 6:00. It's going to be the, Madam C.J. Walker sandwich shop. You can come in and get your Loretta Devine snack rolls. I mean, he said some shit like that. You think I'm just making this shit up? He actually said that.
You could come in and get your Patty LaBelle sweet potato pies.
Right.
Okay, man.
Yeah, man.
Like you said, man, just pandering. Enough.
Yeah.
Get the shit up and running. Get the kids in there, and then worry about doing all this extra stuff after 6:00.
Right.
Let's worry about the AM.
The last thing these sisters need the last thing, because I grew up in a single parent household. Last thing a woman with a child, especially a young boy, fuck that, a boy or a girl. Last thing they need is some sucker, trying to finesse his way into their panties. And creating a revolving door for those children to see, man, because that's all that happens, man. So,
yeah.
Hey, man, hey, moment of silence,
man.
for that school,
for the school,
for the school,
yeah, for the school.
How we doing over there, Take? You all right, man? I know you was dragging ass.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You all right,
man? Yeah, I'm good, man. I had like 3 hours of sleep last night. Just fucked my whole day up, man.
Grown man having them sleepless nights, man. That's what happens. You get a little older. Yeah, man. I know you got that restless leg syndrome. I know you
do. Restless prostate syndrome. I take like 13 pisses a night. Seemed like.
I thought I was the only one. I piss all night. Goddamn it!
Just go lay in the tub, man. Take your drawers off and just go lay in the tub. Man. That's all y'all do. Yeah, with your old asses. Just go lay in the tub. Scare your lady in the morning.
I don't even think
the nigga that slipped.
Right. This nigga ain't got nothing but his shirt on in the tub.
Just better than
just
laying
turn
in the
the
bed
water
with a pamper on.
Oh man. And my thing is, I don't even think it's a price drink. I just drink a lot of water and shit, man.
That'd do it.
I pay for that shit. Mm-hmm. I pay for that shit around midnight. I go to sleep, man, 12:45. I'm like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get up and run through the crib with your eyes closed.
Right. 13 pisses.
Man.
They need to start selling over-the-counter fucking Foley catheters or something. Never had.
Really, man? We gonna get the catheters up. Shout out to those who have to use them.
Yeah, because I know somebody right now. I feel bad for it.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you.
Fine, I'll just go lay in the tub then.
Yeah, go lay in the tub, man. Before you go to work, turn that water on, man. Flush that tub out.
Clean all that piss out.
Stain the plastic.
Sitting in that warmness.
Start itching in 3 hours.
Yeah, man, this conversation
like
took a turn. Conversation took a turn.
Yeah,
man. You got your wine of the week?
Yeah, man.
Hold on. Before we get to the wine,
go ahead.
I gotta give a shout out. This shit, I just saw this shit and it was pretty sad, man. Shout out to that Indonesian submarine crew, man.
Man.
Yeah, real shit, man. when we were going to Iraq, man, motherfuckers saying that leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. But Sub, as it was going down and it was going to be lost, you know, they all came together and sang, and you know, I couldn't imagine not pissing and shitting myself. And you know, these some soldiers, man. Rest in peace, man, to the Indonesian submarine crew, man, who sang that farewell song, man. Very sad.
There you go.
And their families, man.
What happened with that sub?
You know what? I didn't get into it. I probably should have, but it kind of pulled on my heartstrings. They didn't say in the video. I don't know if they got knocked off course and something happened, but I guess they just read the sub, man, got caught out there. They got lost, man, and you know, I think the sub became inoperable.
Damn.
And they were going down, and that's what they did, man. Right before it went down, you know, they sang a farewell song, man.
And I don't think they could send a recovery.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah, they're lost.
Yeah,
you know. I think they got off course, and something happened. The fucking sub became inoperable, man. So they all just gathered, you know. So they, you know, their families. I don't think they even get the bodies, man. They can't find them. Very sad, man.
Jeez.
You know, so you know, you'd be shocked how many of these countries. I did that, you know, I wanted to say that specifically because you'll be shocked how many of these countries come together in support of, you know, our people when we dealing with some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they go to some third world country and they in the streets, you know, chant Black Lives Matter, George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, man. So I just wanted to send that out as a, you know, ex-soldier myself to, you know, that submarine crew, man, from the 3 the Hard Way, from all our 104 subscribers, the 104 coons, we wanted to send a rest in peace, man. And, you know, we hope, I personally hope life is easier in the next life for those brothers, man.
Indeed, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I'm saying, how'd they get that message out?
Shit, I don't know, man.
Maybe it's probably the last transmission.
Last transmission, yeah. Last transmission.
Yeah, that, like you said, I would have been.
I can't get
that's just it. I couldn't even be in the sub. I'm not even, you know.
I'm saying I can't get cell phone coverage in my house. You sending out videos 500 meters deep?
Damn.
Man, hey, you know, the government probably got some shit.
Yeah.
Some kind of transmission shit. But I see what you're saying. But yeah, man, this shit is all it's from reputable sites.
Yeah. I saw the video. Yeah, goddamn shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to see no shit like that, man. That's just, that's crushing, man.
Yeah.
Pun intended, but yeah.
Yeah. So.
Damn. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man.
Poor choice of words, man. I said that. My wine of the week, Vecchia Cantina.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
That's a nice label there.
2018.
That was a good year.
Rosso. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. Shit, we could call it, man.
Yeah, brother.
Hey, man. Once again, we fought this motherfucking evil, man. The Eternal Warriors. It's been real. Y'all brothers have a good evening. And to the 104, we hope this show make it 105.
Yeah,
and we don't think y'all coons.
Hey, look.
Farewell.
We make it to 200 subscribers. I will send you a bottle of Ed's Wine of the Week.
Right on.
See, now the number's going to double.
We'll get you 2 bottles.
We'll get you a bottle.
Yeah.
And an autograph photo from Mr. Eddie Coppola.
There it is, man. You got that.
All right. Well, y'all brothers take it easy.
Hey,
yes,
much
sir.
love. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Closes out, Mr. Tank.
I got you.